Diane in Denmark here. Rah, rah, rah. Monday morning, you know, we love Monday mornings, a fresh start. We also changed our clocks at the weekend. We put them back 1 hour. So it's kind of a bit weird with the lights today, but it's all good. And look, there's bright sunshine in Denmark. We're so glad to see the return of the sun. Anyway, I'm checking with you. Let me just put down my pom-poms. For a couple of things today. I'll give you the Flylady Cruising Through the Holidays mission. And remember, even if you're not celebrating Thanksgiving or Christmas, you can use that event planning, say you're hosting a birthday party in your house or planning a wedding, Hanukkah, Ramadan, you know, any of those things. And also I'm going to tell you what the missions are for the week. If you're here to do Flylady cleaning, we've got a split week this week because we're moving through October to November in the same week. So we're doing zone 5, which is here at Sank, the living room, plus there will be a day or two in zone 1, which is, you know, the entryway to the house, the hall and the dining room. And usually I'll kind of clean along with you on a Monday. I'm not going to be cleaning along with you today because I want to declutter one of the drawers here in that big chest of drawers. But anyway, let me just talk you through the missions. Don't sit down for too long, and then we'll get started on a wee declutter section. Okay, so just hold on. Come over here where it's not quite so bright for filming. Okay, so the Flylady Christmas and Holidays mission, if you're following those, is that it's always the same thing on a Monday. It's just any time that you're cleaning your house this week, have a wee look and kind of step back and see it with a stranger's eyes. Like if your Auntie Sandra and Uncle Derek were suddenly to pop by, would they think, why is there a huge pile of old newspapers lying around? You know, just think about that. You may have people coming to visit, and otherwise, even for your celebration, maybe you're just kind of celebrating at home and you want it to be nice and peaceful. Now, the Flylady missions for the week, which kind of fit in with that anyway. The Monday mission is remove anything in the living room or, you know, in the hall that doesn't belong. Have you got, you know, are the kids' shoes in here? Why do you have shoes in the house? You know, maybe there are wrappers from biscuits, or I don't know. Just get things out of there. Tuesday, the mission is that old favourite of sofa diving and chair diving. You know, look underneath the cushions, maybe you find a remote control there, some pens or some sweets. And for those of you who have been following me for a while, you will know that my son, my DS19, my dear son who's 19, he used to love that mission because I would get him to vacuum and do the sofa diving, and I would always hide some extra coins or wrapped sweets, and he would be like, oh, he used to love doing it. And then he was in the States for a year, doing a year of American high school, and when that mission came up, I would kind of get sad, and Marla, you know, the Flylady, said to me, just don't worry about it, but every time you think about him, put some coins down the sofa like I'd been doing before. And then of course, when he came back from the States, I said, oh, would you like to, and he was like, Mum, there's a fortune in here, but it was because every time I thought I might put a coin there. So anyway, wee sweet story for it, and I'm feeling teary. I mean, he's been back for over a year. Anyway, have a wee look down the cushions. You never know what you're going to find. Bits of Lego probably. Wednesday's mission is to go through any piles that you've got building up. I've got a wee pile building up in my pamper basket of some things that I thought I would read and probably won't. Thursday mission is also to look at your hotspots. Maybe you kind of pile things up on the coffee table, on side tables. We like to keep it clear. We just keep you know, some fruit and a couple of candles, or maybe a wee plant or something on the coffee table, and that kind of is a reminder, like, don't dump the rest of the stuff. Friday, what was it? Oh yeah, Friday, then we'll be into zone 1, which is entryway, dining room, you know, the hall. And the Flylady mission for that is to just, you know, set a timer for 15 minutes and check anything that's there. Are there shoes that need to be put away? Coats that you're not using, can they be donated? Do they need to put into storage? Maybe you're changing over from summer to winter things. Anyway, that's the Flylady missions. Let's go on with a quick declutter, because I want to do that. And I've got a couple of bags for donations, and if I find any recycling or rubbish. And I'm not expecting to find anything, but you know, you never know. And that's why I love the Flylady Zone system also for the decluttering, because we're just going round and round and round and round and round, just like we were just here last week. And stuff that you maybe thought that you had to hold on to before, you know, now you're able to let go of it. Or perhaps you've bought a replacement and didn't get rid of the old one. It just kind of keep things on a radar. So let's go over there. Come with me, walk this way. Right, you've seen this chest of drawers before. I've got tablecloths in the bottom, some DVDs that we like to keep. They're all in one drawer. And the one that I want to do today is where I keep things like little candlesticks and candle holders. And then in this one we've got serviettes, and this one is candles, because you know in Denmark we like candles, the LED ones and the real ones. On one side of the drawer I've got batteries, you know, replacement batteries, battery charger, because we use a lot of rechargeable batteries whenever we can. And also in here, which gets to stay, we've got a few tools that we keep. This is a set that the kids bought for my husband. I can't remember if it was Father's Day or Christmas. It was just a little cheap set, but it's useful to have it here, because the rest of the tools that we have, they're down in the basement. But it's a little screwdriver and one of those things with different heads. So if there's a small job to be done, we don't need to go into the basement and get the big toolbox out. There's just a few things here. Right, and also some timer switches. And I use those for putting out the Christmas lights. Soon we'll be putting out our winter kind of fairy lights, and I have them on the timer so that, you know, I'm not having to go in and out all the time, and that we're not wasting too much electricity. Right, anyway, on with the candle holders. That's the thing I'm looking at today. Right, first, oh, hold on. I've also found a couple of cables. Those shouldn't be there. And an old iPhone or very old. I'll check with the kids if we still have one of those. That one. There we are, that's 2 items already. Right, candle holders. Now I've got this one, and I quite like, I bought it, it's Jette Fröhlich. She's a Danish lady, and basically she spends all year designing Christmas decorations, and I've been to several of her exhibitions. There used to be a little Christmas hygge thing that I did with Vibeke and Helena at Besties, and I quite like these, but the problem is they're not so porous, so there's not so much light coming out of them, and because you know you put your little tea light in there and that one, it gives a soft glow. But I find that there's hardly any glow at all. I'll check those again tonight when it gets dark, because we changed our clocks at the weekend. It's now dark here at 5 o'clock in the afternoon. And then, as I've mentioned before, when we get into December, it'll be dark by 3 o'clock in the afternoon here in Denmark. Anyway, I'll try those tonight. And if I don't like them, those will be going probably to the next clothes swap party. And you could use them like that, but I've got plenty. So those are going to be tested one last time. And then I've got these ones, let me see. And these ones, I got these from Helena years ago. So those are a definite keeper. And these ones, these are also Jette Fröhlich. There we are, you can see it on the bottom there. The same as the lady that did this one. These ones I got from Vibeke, and these are really nice. They've got like a kind of frosted glass and then the silver, and those are really pretty, and you'll see those often if I'm doing my shiny sink picture, you know, on Instagram, you'll see. So those are definite features. I really like those. And it really sparkles nicely with little bits of silver when you've got the candle going. Okay, oh, also in here I've got my little timers. And that's also what I love about going through the zones. Like, I like to shop my house, and whenever I feel like I need to change things up, you know, I take stuff and move it from the guest bedroom, you know, if it's a lamp or some decorative items or a plant, and then, you know, we'll put it there, and then maybe take something from my son's room and move that somewhere else. So you don't need to be buying stuff, just, you know, just move stuff around. Okay, oh, a couple of things that are not candles, but they are torches, because I kept those with, you know, the batteries and things. I've got some really good torches that we use for when it's an emergency. And the rest of the family, we all have torches on our telephones, but these are ones that the kids had when they were younger for going out for Halloween. So I think, and this one, you've seen this one before, this is the one that makes weird noises. Can you see that? It says, tummy toots, big burps and silly snores. And the kids loved that when they were younger, but I think what I'll do with those is those will be now donated either to the wee boys next door or to the charity shop. Right, so those are going. An old magnifying glass, seen better days, but it's actually quite useful, so hold on to that. And then I have, this is one of the candle holders that my dearly departed Danish father-in-law carved out of a piece of wood. Do you see that? And we occasionally use it. It's quite difficult to get a candle to fit it, but we're keeping that one, definitely. And you've seen the other stuff that he's made. Okay, some seasonal decorative items, the acorns, they get to stay. And hold on. Okay, and then I've got several of these candle holders that I use for doing our Advent candle display. So those are keepers. And hold on, let me just grab the next ones, because those are definitely keepers. And but these are smaller ones, and these use the tiny candles, which are in Denmark use. Some people actually like Vibeke. They actually use real candles on their tree on the 24th of December. But actually, I'm not loving these ones anymore. So I think those are going to go. They are cute, but no. So those are going to go. Let me just pop those in a bag immediately. So those are going to go, and also the torches. Right, next. And then I've got some just basic silver candle holders. These are all Danish design. Were they Stelton? I can't remember. They could do with a wee clean, but I'll do that when I use them. And I've also got one of those for holding a big candle. Hold on to that. Right, these ones, you see they've got a kind of red sheen to them. Shall I hold on to them? I used to use them in the bathroom, but no, let it go. Get rid of those. Another two. And these are ones that I got from my best friend at school in Edinburgh, who I've known for 45 years. And these are nice. And I love all the kind of silver candle holders. So those are staying. And these are ones that we quite often use at New Year. They're really, really shiny. And they're really good for a New Year table. So I'm going to keep those. And then I've got two more at the back, which I also use a lot, another silver one. So those are okay. And you might think, that's enough of candle holders. Well, yeah, we use an awful lot of candles. And maybe you're holding on to, I don't know, knickknacks from vacations, or I use all the candle holders. And as I said, I like to change things up. And we also use candles at breakfast time, you know, especially in the winter. And I have candles that I use when I'm having my shower in the morning, when it's dark in the winter. So we use lots of candles. So let me see, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe 7, 8 candle holders going. I've got 2 torches and 2 cables that I need to check with the family. And I think that is it. But hold on, there's one more thing I've spied here. this, one of these contraptions for weighing luggage. I never have to weigh luggage, so that can be a giveaway item as well. Because when we travel now, we're either just having, you know, carry-on, case, and if we are traveling, we've never got that much with us. So lighter and brighter. So that can go as well. So I'm pretty pleased with that, and that gives me a wee bit more space in my drawer. But remember, you know, once you've got things decluttered, don't go stuffing it full with other things. You know, just kind of enjoy a wee bit of space. So anyway, what time are we at? Oh, we're at 50 minutes. Woohoo, the golden 15 minutes. Let me just check if there was anything last things in here before I send you on your merry way on Monday. Let me just grab something. I've got my basket of library books. This is where we keep all the library books so they don't get lost. And I wanted to tell you about, I'm still loving this one at the moment, so that's what I'm currently reading. And this one, I mentioned, you know, sometimes I make videos, it's called, you know, Hygge, about TV books, you know, what I'm reading. And just to give you an update, the Josephine Tay one, The Daughter of Time, I really couldn't get into it. And, you know, for me, if I can't get into it after about 50 or 60 pages, and I just also let it go. I'm not going to force myself to finish a book that I'm not enjoying. So I know some of you loved it, but historical books, it's not me. And it was about, oh, who had murdered or had somebody murdered Richard the 7.5 or whatever it was. So this one is going back to the library this week. Oh, and something just while we're on the subject of books, I picked up a couple of books at the book exchange. Now, I'm not planning to read these, but if you remember the Christmas craft video that I made with Vibeke, we made several last year. They're all in my recipes and crafts playlist, where Vibeke had folded a book into, you opened it up and it was a Christmas tree. Well, guess what I'm going to try this year. So I've taken a couple of books for that, ones that nobody else is going to read. But they look quite nice with the binding. So I'll let you know if all goes well, and I shall do a wee how-to on folding the book into a Christmas tree. Anyway, oh, and talking of candlesticks, those are candlesticks which belong to my dearly departed Danish father-in-law. And he won those as a prize. He used to keep birds. I mean, not just like Tweet and Sparky, the lovebirds that we've got, but he had hundreds and hundreds of birds. And what I'm going to do this week, because as I said to you, we love our candlesticks, I'm going to give those a really good shine up I've got a cloth, you know, for doing silver. So that's going to be one of my tasks for this week. Probably when I'm sitting down watching Game of Thrones. So anyway, live long and prosper. Let me grab my pom-poms. Yeah, live long and prosper. May the Danish should be with you. I hope you have some fun in zones 5 and 1 this week. And I shall see you very soon. Okay, bye for now.